it up.
Get those hands in the air!
I have visual contact.
We have suspect contact.
Go, go, go! Time to move! Hands in the air! Here they come! Run!
Breaching with C2, sir.
Central BCC, barricade hostage situation.
On your knees!
Moving clear. Going ready.
Get down! Hands in the air!
Yeah, moving now.
Don't show your hands! Go, go! Police, hands up now!
Oh, hell yes, SWAT 4, motherfuckers. Do you like your first-person shooters to be less about running in and shooting anything that moves, and more about tactics and planning and controlling entry points? And this is a game where you are a SWAT team, as the name suggests. You have to enter a level, very methodically enter rooms. Your ultimate goal is to prevent any civilian casualties and ideally take all the suspects alive. But if you shoot a suspect before he tries to shoot you, you will lose points. You're supposed to use stun weapons to try and take them down. You shout at them to disorientate them and unnerve them until they surrender, that sort of thing. It is janky in places, it has its limitations, but it is also incredibly satisfying to get to grips with. It's quite a niche appeal, and it is a bit of a cult favourite. I'm very glad that you can get it on GOG.com these days, and especially because GOG pride themselves at making good quality versions of their game that will actually run on modern hardware reliably, unlike Steam, which is a bit patchy with these things. So I didn't mind buying the game again after having a physical copy back in the day, just to make sure it actually bloody works. We've started off a new playthrough here. It has been some years since I last played SWAT 4, and it was on a much worse PC as well, so I don't expect this to go particularly well, but I did play a lot back in the day. I've also never actually owned the expansion, which does come with this version, so that's fun. But this is the first level. I like how there's a little audio briefing you can listen to. Here's the text version. It shows you, like, you know, I love the effort that goes into making it look like a very just the hand-drawn little map and everything. There's some suspects. Depending on each mission, there'll be certain criteria, like, if they know there's a certain hostage in there, they'll tell you to look out for them. You get all this little like side stuff that's quite interesting, nonetheless. There's only one point of entry in this mission, probably because it's the first one, but later on there can be like 2 or 3 different entryways you can start from, and which entrance you enter the building from can make a significant difference to how you approach each level. And also, the levels they're not procedurally generated, they are like actual designed levels like you'd expect, but there is an element of randomness in how the bad guys are distributed. So I think there's always the same number of bad guys, but they might be completely spread throughout the building, or they might be all bunched up in one half of the building, so it means, you know, you'll play the level several times before you beat it, and you can't just do exactly the same thing every time and reliably win. You have to actually, mix up your tactics a bit. Now, this is the equipment screen, which I tend to faff about in quite a bit. I like to give my guys a sidearm, which is a stun gun. Depending on which difficulty setting, the whole idea is ideally you'll get 100 points, which is the ultimate success, the perfect run. But every guy you shoot before he tries to shoot you or something like that, you'll lose some points. You lose a lot of points if a civilian dies, that sort of thing. So the difficulty, I think the only difference the difficulty levels make is that you absolutely need the Opta Wand. There's quite a lot of fun toys you get to play with. I'm just trying to give myself all the different things. The door wedges, when you read this, it doesn't sound very interesting, but it's actually one of the best items in the game because the whole idea is that you jam it in a door, and then that door cannot be opened unless you come along yourself and remove it, which is actually very important in certain levels because it means that you can actually control how people can come in and out of which rooms. I'm just idly, I don't remember all the specifics, I'm just kind of distributing quite randomly some of this shit. Okay, I'll go for that. The Opta wand, again. Opta wands for looking under doors, very helpful. You got several kinds of stun grenade, which is interesting. The difference between flashbang, that's the one. The difference between all of these is sometimes they might have gas masks on or something like that. Also, your guys, including you, are also susceptible to the effects of the various stun grenades and things. So you can't just run straight in. What is? No, I don't think we're gonna need armored like fucking. No. There is a difference, like using a shotgun versus using an SMG is very different. Well, I suppose in most cases it would be. Anyway, I've rambled it for like 5 minutes on just on this menu screen, so let's get in there. Fun fact, by the way, this game was running at about 2,000 frames a second until I had to go into NVIDIA control panel and turn VSync on from a driver level. Yeah, older games like this don't always have VSync options. Yep. Okay, right, how does this, oop, hang on. Just getting the, oh shit. If you expected me to pay some attention to how these various commands work before I started doing this, you would be mistaken. Oh shit, hang on, okay. I know there's all sorts of buttons, there's, I'm literally pressing all the buttons trying to remind myself what they do. Oh, there's a guy! Get down! Are you just some guy? How did I... there we go.
Put your hands up and get down!
Someone cuff him. How do I... There's a way to tell my... oh, for God's... My guys aren't currently, like, Hang on. Ah... This has been embarrassing. I can't remember how the fucking buttons work.
Get down now!
Oh, torch, zoom. Oh god, that's fucking changed my. I don't want to do that. Okay, let's very quickly and professionally look at the controls again. Key configuration. Game controls. Command. Viewports. I might remind myself how the game works and get back to you. Okay, we're back, and I think I figured it out somewhat. Look, yeah, it says that there's a neat little system where you have red team and blue team, and you can give them individual. They work as a pair, although if one of them goes down, obviously they'll be by themselves. They can work as two separate teams, or using the gold, you can give instructions to both of them as a bunch, or all four of them, I should say. That's less confusing. So you can just look over someone, press space to get them to tie someone up. Oh, and something else is you have to report everything. Like, there you go. I just had to report that suspect. He's just a civilian. He's not any trouble to anyone, but I had to report him as being, handcuffed and ready for transport. There's also really cool features like this. Hang on. I can toggle. Each of my guys has a camera on his head. I'll just tell them to hang on. Stack up on that door. Stacking up is literally they get ready to breach, but they won't do anything unless explicitly told to. All they do is stack up and check as to whether or not the door is unlocked or wedged or something like that. And that means if someone comes through that door, while I'm waiting, they will react quite autonomously. They do not do much without explicit instruction, but if you stack them up next to the door, they are quite, you know, confident, take care of it by themselves. So yeah, hang on. Look, there's me.
Regroup. Be ready to
Oh
move.
shit! No, wait. Sorry. No, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to jump and I forgot there is no jump key. Look, it's me in the corner. Wow, this is trippy. Do 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 do. I look exactly like my other guys. What colour is my? I don't have a colour on my back because I'm the leader, I guess. What is it? So yeah, you can cycle through their different cameras, each of them, and there's also a sniper camera, which I can't remember how you actually. I can't remember how you go into the sniper camera actually, but there is a sniper camera which sometimes you have more than one sniper, and literally what it is if someone walks past that window, you can take a cheeky shot at them. The only thing about doing that is it can be very useful, but if you shoot a guy without giving him a chance to surrender, you will get penalised for that. So that's neat. Now, oh god, look at all these things. I can tell them to do all sorts of things like deploy wedges and flashbangs and all that, but if I seem to recall... Oh, is the mouse wheel not working? I thought the mouse wheel used to work for this, but I might be imagining it. Hang on.
You're in my way.
Shush you. Wait, here we go. If I do this, I like how many of the actions are contextualized. The interface is much improved after the earlier SWAT games. Now I'm mirroring under the door here, and there is no one currently here, but that doesn't mean, you know, it's a good safe entryway we've got here, but you know, anyone could just walk around that corridor down there. This is quite a good video because I'm actually reminding myself how this fucking game works as I'm playing it. Hang on.
Hands in the air.
Shit.
Get down.
Sorry, I'm really, I swear, scrolling the mouse wheel, I could have sworn that there might be some option I've missed. I thought I used to scroll through your weapons. Right, okay.
Behind me.
Everyone fall in on me. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this shit.
Move over, sir.
Finally. On the ground.
On the ground, cook.
Jeez, don't shoot. Civilian
What the
compliant.
hell?
Okay, he's alright. Blue team. No, red team even. Stack up on that.
Stack up and check the lock.
So now,
Roger that, sir.
red team will... No, blue team will stick with me, but red team are guarding that door.
It's locked up.
Just in case anyone comes through. Okay, hang on. Can I close the door? There are times when this game is literally like, you know, checking doors, the game, because so much of the game revolves around securing doorways and making sure everything's under control. Another good trick is you can tell your AI guys to mirror under the door themselves, which you won't get a direct look. You won't get a direct look as to what's under the door, but they will tell you if they see anybody.
No one in sight.
Okay, so they don't see anybody, but that doesn't mean there isn't anybody. I accidentally told them both to do that, so let's just you might as well
Unlock it.
pick that lock.
Right on.
So whoever looked at this door last time figured out that it's actually a locked door, so now I'm telling them to pick the lock.
The door.
I'm just gonna mirror under here quickly.
I'm ready.
But you see what I mean? It's a very good trick to have, like I've got blue team here. Red team are on the other side of the building, but I can see what they're seeing at all times using this little camera. So it just means, you know, that, I mean, it'll be pretty obvious pretty quickly if they get into a firefight, but this way I don't even have to be there. I can just tell at a glance that there's something's going down. Okay, that's actually upstairs. I might tell blue team to deploy a
Let's
wedge.
get a wedge on that.
You can't. The other thing is resources are quite limited
Wedge.
in this game. You can't just wedge every door. You can't just gas every room. Especially later on in the game, the levels get much larger, and there's no checkpoints. There are no checkpoints at any point in the
On
game.
me. In
At least
position.
not to my memory. So it is like a permadeath. It's like a permadeath for every level. You only have one go, and it's usually like, oh, okay. Are you falling in on me?
Fall in and stay close.
Yeah, okay. It's usually like the one guy who gets loose in the level and tries to if you lose track of a guy, that's when things tend to go wrong, because then he becomes what I call a chaos element. He starts just roaming through the level, and you don't know where he's gone. You know, because so far I'm being quite methodical, and we haven't encountered anyone other than civilians, so we're doing quite well. What was under here again? This was upstairs, wasn't it? Yeah. The only other thing I might do is actually, I forgot about this door. There's a slim possibility, because there's a front entrance to the shop. There's a slim possibility, if we're not careful, that someone might actually come round the back. If they get loose, if we start a firefight and they get loose in the room, in the building, there's a slim possibility they might come round the back, which we don't want. Now, we've just confirmed that this place is clear. This goes upstairs. This is the sort of methodical approach you really need to take with this game. Because literally, we haven't encountered anyone yet, but there probably are people here somewhere. And now I'm going to tell the entire team to stack up on this door, because we are completely secure now. There's no way anyone can sneak up on us. We know where everything is. I don't think it's ever possible for the enemy to smash through a door that you've wedged. I don't think that is possible. Okay, the door's unlocked. Let's do a mirror, just in case there is someone under there. I'm also trying to remember how I can't remember how to use the fucking... I can't remember how to use the sniper. If it comes up later, I might do that. Another thing is, even if you're not looking through the sniper's camera, they will actually tell you if they see someone. So that's cool. Okay, my guys don't see anybody, but again, that doesn't mean there isn't anyone. It might mean they're just currently out of sight. Okay, I think we're doing alright. We're doing alright.
Stay with me.
Fall in on me.
At your back, sir.
Got a door there, don't know where that goes. Oh, this is quite a bad... This is quite a bad place we're going into. Okay. Okay. We're doing alright. I should also point out, all of your guys are quite vulnerable, including you. Like, you can take a couple of hits in the chest or the leg or something, but your health bar is very limited, and I don't think there's any way to heal mid-level. Getting hit in the leg is the worst, because then you slowly limp around the entire level, and getting hit in the arm will mean you have bad aim. What is that noise I keep hearing? I don't know, it's someone like typing or something. I think if you like, even if it's just an empty doorway, you can stack up and stuff. Deploy. I think there is a guy in there. That might even be him, like loading a gun or something. I'm not sure what that sound is. I just. There's some toilets here. I don't like that there's.
Guess they called out the big guns.
Put your hands up and get
Down. Okay, he's complying. Okay,
Cuff 'em.
get him.
Copy.
You can. I love that you can tell your guys to cuff people.
Good guys here.
Red team, stack up on that door.
Stack it up.
Blue team with me.
Regroup. Be ready to move.
Actually, stack up on them.
Stack up and check the lock. Copy that.
Okay.
Police, put your hands
Whoops, shit. Sorry.
Locked and ready to go. Check that room.
TOC, this is entry team. Civilian is safe, secure, and ready for evac.
There is a bit of a stealth element in this game, in the sense that, you know, you can go in straight away and start shooting everybody, but that will make a lot of noise, obviously. If you the further you can go through the level before you start shooting, that will improve your ability to sneak up on people. Like, suddenly bursting through a door with C4 and gassing the place and shouting at everyone and stunning them, you know, that greatly improves your chance of a peaceful takedown. So that's quite nice. I'm just going to tell Red Team to open and clear that room.
Red, open it. Go when ready.
Let's move! Let's move!
No visible threats. Moving
Reynolds
on.
clear.
Oh, okay.
Clear.
That's pretty good then. Might tell you to wedge that door.
Jam it with a wedge.
Okay.
Copy, boss.
Because again, it's all about limiting option. I'm being very overly thorough, really, for this level. But so far, we've got a perfect score. So far, no casualties. I find semi-auto is generally fine. Yeah, until targets have started shooting at you, it's not worth risking accidentally killing them. So it's better to stick to semi-auto, I
Fall
find.
in on me.
I like the creepy music too. It really sets that atmosphere. SWAT 4 is a game of long drawn out silence and then sudden explosions of violence.
Blue team, check behind the door. Can't deploy.
You know what I've done? I haven't given blue team a mirror because I'm a genius. So I'm gonna tell. Hang on. Okay, just someone mirror the door. There we go.
Let's play it safe. Use the wand.
On it, sir.
I think it's just the toilets, and then we go upstairs.
Swap with me.
Oh, there's nobody actually in here, so we can just open that door. There we go.
No one in sight.
Oh, hello. This is a this is a really weird mirror where the perspective goes strange as soon as I looked at. Oh, there's no one in there, so just open and clear.
Time to move.
The only thing about this is we haven't encountered a single hostile person yet, which makes me concerned that they're all going to be upstairs, you know?
Fall in on
Right, okay.
With you, sir.
All the toilets. We've wedged the front and back of the shop. There's no and in fact we wedged upstairs as well, so there's no possible way anyone can get out now without us knowing about it. This is bothering me, the how do you... I'm not sure, how do you...
regroup on me.
At your back, sir.
That little text talk on the left might seem obnoxious, but it is actually quite useful to just remind yourself what orders you just gave them. Yeah, we wedged that door as well, didn't we? Okay, so mirror the door while I'm trying to figure out how to use the sniper.
Check under the door. On it.
Is it 5 or something? It's going to be some ridiculous button you'd never think of, isn't it? Control, Alt. I'm going to very quickly remind myself how to use the fucking sniper, I swear on my life. Command. Interaction. Command, there we go. Where does it mention the sniper? Reserved. Yeah. Control viewport is caps lock. Okay, I was never going to think of that. Aha, there we go. Oh wow! You know, I'd forgotten about this. You can actually take a degree of control of your officers. That's cool. Hang on. Which guy is this? I'm not sure which guy this is. Anyway, yeah, so we figured out how to take control of the sniper. So any given time, you can just snipe people. That's like the top of the building, and there's nobody actually in there currently. So I might keep that little screen up there just as a reference. If I happen to notice someone passing by, that'd be useful. Okay, everybody, fall in on me.
With you, sir.
Something else. I think I'm going to equip my... where is it?
You're in my spot.
Stun gun. The stun gun is very useful, but the main disadvantage of it is if you miss once, it takes a few seconds to reload.
You gotta move away from
So it's
that.
not ideal. Oh, it's actually locked.
You're in my spot.
Oh, no, it isn't. Okay, everybody follow me. Oh shit, the only thing about having... I think caps lock is also the sprint button, so it's a bit awkward. No, did I just imagine that? What is... oh, there we go, shift.
Stack it up. I got it.
Oh shit!
Get down!
Unlocked.
Police!
Oh god, I think they're all in that room.
Suspect spotted, side 1, level 2, in the living room.
Can I wedge the door? No, I'm all out of... Someone deploy... oh, we've all out of wedges. Okay, blue team, or red team, stack up on it.
Lost unknown
Stack up.
contact.
Try the lock. Jay, on it.
I think my sniper was just saying he saw somebody.
Roger that, sir.
Now, all he did, this guy, was run away, so I don't
Oh, hey, let's get this show on the road.
so I don't think we can actually
No one in sight.
Blue.
I don't think we can actually justify shooting that guy if we want a perfect score, which we do.
Doors unlocked.
One of the best tricks in this game, by the way, is if you die, you have to restart the level, but if one of your guys dies, you just lose some points, so you could potentially save, you know. So basically, be a commander, always send in your guys first, if at all possible. Don't try and commando this, because it generally goes badly. There's no one in sight, so...
Running clear. Move when ready.
Moving, go!
No visible threats.
Oh shit!
Get going!
Talk
Area
to
clear.
0-1. Element spotted.
Wait.
This new must be
Oh shit, he's in here! He's in here!
Element. Move up. Check the
Oh
door.
god.
Here we
I
go.
couldn't figure out where that guy had gone, and I just realised he's actually gone to the other room. I also didn't realise, because I'm an idiot, I didn't realise I was approaching the same room from two different angles. Now, he must be in this room. It's the only logical place he can be.
You're in my spot.
Oh god, there's a whole other room in here. We don't know how many. Oh god. Okay. Mirror.
Mirror it. Check under the door.
My sniper is useless. Hang on, actually. Oh, those are my guys, aren't they? In fact, that's me.
Contacts visible.
That's me. If I go over to the window, that's me. Okay, so my sniper is actually useless in this situation. Also, my guys are useless because I know there's at least one bloke in that room. Don't even lie to me. Deploy. Deploy. How do we want to do this? I think gas is good because it gets everyone in the room. One disadvantage of C4 is that I think you can actually kill people if they're right near the door, so that's one advantage of the... Oh, here we go. This could be the big showdown where it all goes wrong.
Suspect in sight. Hands in the air. Get down. Put your hands in the air. Do it now.
Oh shit, I just missed completely with the stick. He's on the ground, he's on the ground. Oh, get down, Jesus. Guys, you want to fall in?
Follow me.
I think because I didn't explicitly tell them to because I didn't explicitly tell them to because I didn't explicitly tell them to raid the room, they didn't actually do it.
Entry team to talk. Suspect in custody, ready for pickup. Entry team to talk.
Yeah.
Suspect is secured and ready for transport.
Oh shit, weapons. That's something else I almost forgot, because this is the first time we've actually encountered someone with weapons. You also have to tell them to, does this guy have a gun? No, I don't think this guy actually has a gun, so I think we're right. What else is there to do? The only thing to do is secure the gun they were working on, which is like the main reason we, Oh wait, hang on, is there one more? Oh, fuck me, there's one more. There's one more room, guys.
Copy. On it.
I mean, I don't think there's actually anyone in there, statistically speaking, but,
Doors unlocked.
okay. It's okay, we're doing alright. Mirror under the door.
No one in sight.
It's probably just a toilet, but I'm going to tell them to open, bang, and clear, just to be thorough.
Open and bang. Go. Got you. Time to move. Position clear.
There's literally no one in here, it's just a shower. But, you know, can't be too careful.
Stay close. I'll take point. Understood. Following.
Yeah, so I think we've done this place, other than picking up this, gun they have somewhere. There it is.
That's our gun.
Yeah!
This is entry team.
I think we 100%ed this bitch.
Good work, guys.
Suck it. Oh, yeah. We're a chief inspector. Oh, shit, I just dropped my... I dropped my keyboard. I was so excited. Yeah. I accidentally opened the command console. Yeah. So you can see right here, you get a big bunch of points just for finishing the mission. You know, you can see where you would lose points if you, you know, you get points for not having anyone injured, for no officers down, taking no injuries yourself. You lose a lot of points if you start... If I'd shot 5 people, even 5 suspects, you lose more points for shooting civilians than suspects. But if I'd shot 5 suspects, I could have easily lost this mission, you know? That sort of thing. I will just go to the equipment, because I realised, like a complete moron, I didn't actually give either of these two guys a... Hang on. What you should really do is be like, you know, you get C4, you get a shotgun, you get C4, you get a shotgun. There is a degree of specialisation. Not a lot, but there's a bit. I just realised these guys have hardly any wedges, which is just a horrible error I've made. Like, wedge. I give you a Opti wand. That's what we want. We want at least one of you to have a wand. I'll give you some wedges as well. This is probably just me cocking around in the options earlier, not realizing what I was doing. I'm not sure if giving the AI a pepper spray actually does anything. I'm not sure I've ever encountered the option to have them pepper spray someone. But there we go. That went very well, actually. So there's a debriefing screen as well, but fuck that shit. Next mission. You can have different saved loadouts and everything. We gotta do at least one mission today. One mission. I want to keep going until my because it's all coming back to me now. I want to go until my inevitable death, probably. So yeah. Let's go to the next mission. I will say, I seem to have fucked up my audio suddenly. You know what it was? It was probably when I dropped my fucking, when I dropped my keyboard, I managed to fuck up the audio, I suspect. Because I have this, like, very ridiculous, incredibly specific audio setup where if I just knock my earphones, I lose all audio immediately. Oh well. I'm not sure what's happened there. Like, did I accidentally hit a key or something? This is really strange. I just seem to have turned off the audio, which I'm not sure how that happens. Was that a button I pressed? I don't understand.